I'm most concerned about rushing, and my sense.
Rushing.
My feeling is that we need to adjust boundaries, redistrict soon, in anticipation whether it's 23, 24, or 26, whenever high school 13 opens. I don't believe for the next 5 more years, Howard High School, Long Reach High School is appropriately utilized. It's over capacity. And so if we're going to redistrict soon, for say school year 19, then it seems to me that the board decision should be predicated upon, should we build where we think the kids are going to be over time, or where we think, I'm just going to put my cards out. I would rather build in the right place where the kids are than where I think the kids are going to be. And I would rather wait a couple of more years than to hurry up and feel pressure to build a high school right now. And so it ain't about the quarry. It ain't about seismic things. My kids go to Marriott Ridge High School. And Marriott Ridge High School was, the decisions were made in 2001, 2002, that the kids are going to be there. We're going to need a high school in Marriottsville. Well, it's still underutilized in 2018. And so I have a big, big concern. And so as a decision, if we want to do it quickly, there's only one choice. And so the question in my head is, what's more important to this board, doing it quickly, or what else is important to you as an individual?
I respectfully disagree with you in the Marriott's Ridge comparison. We have students now that need space. Marriott's Ridge and some of the other ones that are under capacity were in a spot where there were proposals that never came through. We actually have bodies now that need relief. So I would. I'm talking about Howard and Long Reach and Hammond. Yeah, that we actually. We asked them to tell us that we could fill the school, and we can. So I think that we need to act. The community has been waiting for way too long.
I'm simply saying that the overcrowding in the Howard Long Reach community is greater today than the overcrowding in the Hammond and South community. That's the only point I'm making.
If we're going to, what was the date that a renovation of Hammond if we added, instead of 200 seats, 400 seats? It wouldn't really change it.
The delivery date on our current CIP, but
No, it's not. The 400 isn't in the current CIP. The 200 is.
The 200 was 2023.
So if the renovation of Hammond goes forward, you're still talking about relief of crowding in 2023. And then if you build at Mission Road, the kids are already up here, and you have to move them down. And then where does the growth that's coming in Jessup go? So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me it does make a lot of sense to me to do the renovation and the addition at Hammond bigger. And if it takes an extra year to do Troy Hill, because while all of the other things, there's going to be growth down in Mission Road. And if we fill that school with the kids from Elk Ridge, we're just going to have to take them back out when that growth shows up. So, another year or 6 months or whatever it might be with funding, as Ms. French says, it's not a guarantee ever. It's very likely we'll be able to move forward on Hammond's renovation and addition. Do we feel pretty confident in that? Funding-wise?
For the two.
so.
Okay, well, so if everything is an I hope so, in an ideal world, we should have a high school in Troy and a renovated larger Hammond, and land bank Mission Road for either an elementary and your tech high school, or an elementary and a middle, because all those high school kids who are coming, they're going to get elementary school first, and then middle school, and we are still going to need a middle school and a high school site. And, you know, the county's going to buy this site anyway, and they're going to put a water tower on it, and they're going to put fields on it, and when we're going to have a feasibility study that comes out in a couple of months.
June.
Yeah, don't know why, I cannot get that in my head. That is going to determine whether the next elementary school is on Mission Road or Turf Valley. And, you know, there are a lot of balls in the air. We need schools on Mission Road. That's a great site. We have now documented that it is not going to be seismically difficult, and, you know, and for our position, we had to get the documentation in order because it hadn't been done. Well, now it's been done. I feel comfortable with it. I've always thought it was a terrific site. I just don't think it's the right place for the next high school.